Hi, I'm dgerard and this is Pivot to AI, coming to you daily. Today, let's talk about a stirring new document, the Resonant Computing Manifesto. Back in the 1990s, in the first flowering of the World Wide Web, I was there, you'd see manifestos all the time. The Declaration of the Independence of Cyberspace. Wow. The Clue Train Manifesto. The manifestos looked basically feel-good and positive, until you realised the guys writing them were a bunch of Silicon Valley libertarians. The Declaration of the Independence of Cyberspace was written at the World Economic Forum in Davos. They were talking about true freedom for their money. They were all marketing pitches. If you want to look this era up, get a feel for the times, you want The Californian Ideology by Richard Barbrook and Andy Cannon. It's a great essay from 1995 that nails these guys precisely, and the same guys in the 2020s. It explains the present so well. So the Resonant Computing Manifesto is one of these 90s internet manifestos 30 years late. It sets out the problem: huge platforms that damage society as they nickel and dime us just trying to live our lives. Resonant computing looks like a manifesto for a human-centered internet. Doesn't that sound great? By the fifth paragraph, we get what this document is actually for. Quote, "With the emergence of artificial intelligence, we stand at a crossroads." Unquote. Oh dear. So, what can AI do about our terrible present situation? Quote, "This is where AI provides a missing puzzle piece. Software can now respond fluidly to the context and particularity of each human at scale. Where once our digital environment inevitably shaped us against our will, we can now build technology that adaptively shapes itself in service of our individual and collective aspirations." Unquote. Yeah, magic AI coding that understands, just do what I mean, be great, but it doesn't exist. The AI marketers lie that it exists, and it just doesn't. Anyone signing or even talking up the Resonant Computing Manifesto, ask them to hand you the software that does any of this. And no, it won't be next model in 3 months. And by the way, adaptively shapes itself isn't a thing. Chatbots aren't adaptive. That's why they keep having to retrain and release new ones. Maybe maladaptively shapes itself. And if you wanted to just run the chatbot at home, cranking out a few tokens a second on expensive hardware, the AI vendors themselves just sent the price of the hardware through the roof. Every household is not going to have one of these. There's a pile of nice principles in a manifesto. Private, dedicated, plural, adaptive, pro-social. And AI chatbots satisfy none of these. If a core part of your plan requires actual magic, it's not a plan yet. The manifesto promises to fix everything that's wrong, but you look at the authors and the signers, you'll see the same guys who caused the present problems. These guys made it rich on the Torment Nexus, and they're now claiming they can fix it. I'm not sanguine the guys who are pushing Web3 and NFTs, and now they're pushing AI, are gonna be helpful here. None of this manifesto addresses power or accountability. Their whole pitch is just the right computer program is sufficient to fix the social structural problems. They really do not want to actually change how the world works at all. But I've got an absolute minimum plan for them. This isn't write a new computer program. It's not a sufficient plan, but you will need all of these. 1. actual consumer protections with teeth. 2. Antitrust enforcement and break up the monstrously huge companies that these guys just said were the problem. 3. Much bigger fines for violations. Percentage of global revenue. European Union style. That's the extremely minimal solution. It doesn't even feature any guillotines. But your fundamental problem is politics. Building a bigger chatbot is not the answer to the problem. The guys who built the chatbot and wrote this manifesto are the problem. It's you guys. It's you. The Resonance Manifesto is the usual AI marketing trash from the usual AI suspects. These guys got ChatGPT to summarize one 1990s issue of Wired, and it one-shotted them. Thanks for tuning in to Pivot to AI. Please remember to forward this episode to just one other person. We live off your word of mouth. It's the most powerful algorithm. Hit like and subscribe on YouTube, leave a nice podcast review, those really help. And don't forget to drop your $5 in the Patreon linked in the show notes on your way out. Or drop a few pennies in the coffee. It's been doing well today. Thanks, Jeff. And thank you all. I will see you tomorrow, and bye for now.